Did you know product labels were an unreliable source for guidance on how much to feed your dog? With so many overweight and obese dogs, it's important to understand how many calories a dog actually needs. Carrying that extra weight affects their quality of life, and it contributes to the suffering from diabetes, urinary stones, osteoarthritis, heat intolerance, and a reduced lifespan. In this video, I'm going to show you how to estimate the number of calories your dog needs, whether they're fit or have a few pounds to lose. I'll also show you how to use this information when you buy your dog's food to avoid chronic health problems. Welcome to Homeschooling for Dogs. I'm Glenn Massey. My goal is to help you lead, care, and train your dog to achieve control and cooperation, not submission. If this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified when new videos are posted. After seeing so many dogs that are overweight, I want to know how many calories does a dog actually need. So to estimate a dog's daily calorie needs, I've taken the veterinary formulas and created a daily calorie estimator. Keep watching and I'll tell you how you can get your own copy for free. So we'll start by adding a name. So we're going to call this dog Rover. We'll put in a date so we can keep track of Rover's weight. And in this box, we're going to put in Rover's current weight, 55 pounds. We can put Rover's ideal weight here either by pounds or kilograms. I'm going to put in 50 pounds for Rover's ideal weight. We're going to look at the body condition score chart and give Rover a 6 because he's just slightly overweight. And in this box here, we're going to put in the ideal weight in kilograms. You'll see that the calorie estimator has already converted 50 pounds to kilograms for us. So we can just enter that information here. 22.73 kilograms. Once we enter the ideal weight in kilograms, this will populate the form with calorie estimates based on the dog's ideal weight and age. This first number here is the resting energy requirement, also referred to as RER. This is an estimate of the daily calories required for an animal at rest without any other activities. The RER calculation is used for dogs, cats, and other mammals, and it's considered accurate at any weight to determine the base number of calories for an adult dog. The second calorie range here is for weight loss. You can see this runs on this example from 520 all the way up to the resting energy rate of 729. There are several things to take under consideration for weight loss, so we'll come back and revisit this topic in a minute. These other calorie ranges here run from minimally active all the way up to working dogs. The form also has calorie estimates for active terriers, active Great Danes, and Newfoundlands. There are several factors that will affect the calorie estimates of an individual dog, those being age, breed, metabolism, activity level, and even the environment the dog's in. And two dogs of the same weight can have completely different calorie needs. As an example, a Jack Russell Terrier and a miniature poodle, both weighing 15 pounds, will have differing calorie needs. Just as an English Bulldog and an Australian Cattle Dog, both weighing 45 pounds, will have differing calorie needs. So the form also has calorie estimates for puppies, but these are not for large breed puppies, meaning a dog that would be 70 pounds or more as an adult. Back to the subject of weight loss. First place to start is look at the body condition score and see where your dog's at on the scale. 4 and 5 being ideal. For dogs that are overweight, it's recommended they lose between 0.5% and 2% of their starting body weight each week. You can see here the form has already calculated how many calories to reduce daily to achieve a 1% weight loss per week. So if we put up here the number of pounds to lose, Rover has 5 pounds to lose. And in this box, we'll put in the number of calories we're reducing Rover's diet by daily. So if we reduce Rover's diet by 275 calories a day, it'll take approximately 64 days for Rover to lose those extra 5 pounds. If we're targeting a 2% weight loss per week, and we reduce Rover's calories by 550 calories, it's estimated to take 32 days for Rover to lose those extra 5 pounds. Down here, we can keep track of Rover's weight loss and body condition score. If your dog needs to lose weight, the best place to start is look at your dog's body condition score, and then determine how many calories you're currently feeding your dog, and then do a reduction at that. Often people, when they're feeding the calories, they're not including the extras in the diet. One of the challenges in trying to estimate the number of calories a dog's currently getting and foods that are measured by the cup, most people are feeding well over a cup because they're not using an actual measuring cup. It's important if you're feeding your dog by the cup that you're actually using a measuring cup to control that, or better yet, a kitchen scale. If the food you're feeding less calories per kilogram and calories per cup, you can use the Pet Food Math cheat sheet to determine how many ounces, or better yet, how many grams there are in that cup. This way you have better control of the number of calories you're feeding your dog. If you're feeding a food that lists calories per cup, it's important to know how many calories are in that cup, because dog foods vary greatly on the number of calories. One food can have 269 calories a cup, another one can have more than double that at 658 calories a cup. For dogs that have weight to lose, there's more to it than just reducing their calories. We need to make sure they're on a higher protein diet. For weight loss, it's recommended dogs get 75 or even higher than 90 grams of protein per 1,000 calories. And we limit their carbohydrates to 20% or less on a dry matter basis. If you're using the Pet Food Math cheat sheet, it'll estimate the percentage of carbs and give you the minimum grams of protein per 1,000 calories for any food. Earlier in this video, I said the feeding guidelines on pet foods were unreliable for feeding your dog. Well, this is why. The calorie recommendations on dog foods are all over the board. One dog food for a 50-pound dog may tell you to feed 750 calories or even less than the resting energy rate. Another will have you well over 1,000 calories. That's why it's so important to actually know how many calories you're feeding your dog and not just going by the product label. Another benefit to knowing how many calories our dogs eat each day, we can use that information to determine how large of a bag of dog food to buy. If you're feeding a dry food, ideally we want to use that food within 14 days and a maximum 30 days. Because as soon as we open that bag, we start exposing the food to oxygen, which starts degrading the antioxidants in that food. And as those antioxidants deplenish, the fats start to become rancid. Also, another problem is heat humidity starts to promote the growth of molds. Molds produce a toxin that leads to chronic health issues in our dogs. And the longer that bag's open, the vitamins are susceptible to loss of potency. There's an added feature on the Pet Food Math cheat sheet. If you enter the number of calories fed per day, it'll calculate how many grams per day to feed of that food, and it will tell you how many days that package will last based on the number of calories you're feeding each day. If you'd like more information on the Pet Food Math cheat sheet, I'll put a link in the description below. You can get your own copy of the Daily Calorie Estimator for free at the link below.